Tonight, WSU reports on evaluations of dorm window safety.
Presidents on campus take some time to talk to students.
And a federal appeals court rules in favor of the LGBTQ community. Murrow News 8 starts right now.
From Studio B on the campus of Washington State University, this is Pullman's only nightly newscast. This is Murrow News 8.
Good evening, I'm Casey Shainline.
And I'm Matt Money. Welcome to Murrow News 8.
School safety continues as a major concern all over the country. I checked in with Pullman High School to investigate the safety measures they take to protect their students and faculty. No school can prepare for the horror of a shooting, but administrators at Pullman High School try their best to put students in the safest possible position.
Building a new school was to address safety, and there were so many access doors at the old school, so many places you could get into the building. Now there's 2 access points, and actually during the school day you have to come through the front of the building. Everything else is locked down. You can't access it.
Before school starts, I'm in easy. But once that bell rings, Pullman High School takes safety measures.
Limiting where people can enter the building is a good step toward controlling the flow of people.
I think that's probably the best way that we can to limit or keep kids as safe as we possibly can.
With the old building having 80+ access points allowing intruders to come in and out easily, Police Resource Officer for the school, Scott Patrick, took safety matters into his own hands.
I've been to several trainings regarding active shooters. We've got policies in place, we have procedures in place. We try to keep things as streamlined as possible with the adults so that the students will follow.
These safety measures, though unable to fully prevent a school shooting, will protect students from avoidable danger. Casey Shainline, Murrow News 8. A recent safety evaluation of the residence halls at WSU revealed holes in dorm safety. After WSU student Matthew Gray fell out of his dorm window and suffered serious head injuries in August, the Safety Management Resources Corporation evaluated all dorm windows. The evaluation resulted in recommendations to install side rails on all bunk and loft beds and keeping beds away from windows.
Thanks, Matt. I'm here in the Cub for Coffee with the Presidents with students who want to take advantage of this rare opportunity.
For people to interact with us in a less structured setting, especially him, where his schedule's really busy, he's always traveling, so this is a great way for students to just come meet him and get to know him and ask a couple questions. Yeah, really, it's just a way for people to connect with 2 of the top leaders on campus. Our schedules are really busy, everyone's schedule is busy, so I wanted to provide a time where we're both here together and can just interact, whether it's questions, comments, or if people just want to meet the president. Not many people get to meet Kirk Schultz, and I think it's a really cool opportunity for them to get to know him as a person. You see the letters and the emails and the tweets, but getting to meet him as a person is really special, and I think it's a great step for us to show how connected our university is. Yeah, we have 2 more. We have one, I think March 28th is the next one, and it's 3 to 4, and then April, I think 27th. It'll be in the Spark and then the Chinook. So we're going to try to move around campus and give more people an opportunity to come by and just interact.
There wasn't a lot of student participation today, but hopefully this leads to better communication between students and our presidents. Reporting from the Cub, I'm Charlie Nelson, Murrow News 8.
The Black Student Union and the Student Entertainment Board bring the best local talent together for the Hip Hop Arts Festival in order to celebrate Black History Month. Guillermo Mota shows us how hip-hop creates a cultural environment.
The Black Student Union and the Student Entertainment Board collaborated to bring African American cultural awareness to WSU on Friday night. Hip-hop made its debut in 1973 in New York. DJ Kool Herc, Africa Bambaataa, and Grandmaster Flash are considered the creators of hip-hop. Taylor Gaston explains the relationship of hip-hop with African American culture. Attendees had the opportunity to challenge their skills with different interactive painting stations scattered in the venue as the DJs continued to showcase the talent of their own.
As far as the Black History event, it's for the culture. You know, when you come out here and you hear this type of music, you're going to hear music that you're going to hear any place else.
As the students and guests came into the venue, they were welcomed with gifts and giveaways. Throughout the night, individuals had the opportunity to showcase their skills on stage. The night ended with free pizza, and the winner of the DJ battle was crowned as the crowd exited with cultural experience never seen at WSU before. Guillermo Mota, Murrow News 8.
Members of the Graduate and Professional Students Association passed a $15,000 budget to help fund the Children's Center at WSU. The Children's Center provides childcare for children ages 6 weeks through 12 years old. The GPSA hopes to pay for the budget with a service and activities fee. They say they hope the S&A committee will approve.
I'll be curious to see if that passes.
Me too.
When we come back, we'll give you the latest on the DACA program.
And we hear from the veteran officer responsible for protecting students during the Florida school shooting when Murrow News 8 continues.
Good one, son.
Last summer, my new dad took me on vacation. First, we went deep sea fishing.
Wow! I'm so proud of you, son.
And then we went on Thunder Shark. That was awesome! Let's go again. 3 times. I gotta say, it was pretty cool.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
Oh, not again.
If you want to be a parent, it doesn't matter how you play, what you wear, how you dance, or even what direction life takes you. You just need to be there. You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of teens in foster care don't need perfection. They just need you.
The Supreme Court decided to keep themselves out of the debate surrounding DACA yesterday. The decision comes after the Ninth Circuit Court of Appeals allowed an injunction blocking President Trump's repeal of parts of DACA, keeping the protection for Dreamers in place for the time being. Trump reacted to the decision, blasting the Ninth Circuit and saying he believed the Supreme Court would eventually side with him.
I think everybody in this room wants to help with DACA. But the Supreme Court just ruled that it has to go through the normal channel, so it's going back in, and there won't be any surprise.
None of the 9 justices commented on their decision to not hear the case, but the court could rule on the issue as early as next year. Many felt the Trump administration's attempt to bring the case forward this early was unlikely to happen.
Another court case also resulted in protections being extended, this time to the LGBTQ workers in New York. In a 10-3 decision, the U.S. Second Circuit Court of Appeals determined that the Title IX of the 1964 Civil Rights Act does extend to claims of employment discrimination based on sexual orientation. The ruling is a loss for the Trump administration, which argued against the extension. We are finally hearing from the Florida high school officer on duty during the shooting in Parkland, 12 days after the incident that left 17 people dead. The attorney for former school resource officer Scott Peterson said in a statement that Peterson took up a tactical position outdoors, thinking that shots were coming from outside. But Broward County Sheriff Scott Israel paints a different picture.
Do I believe if Scott Peterson went into that building, there was a chance he could have neutralized the killer and saved lives? Yes, I believe that.
I was just demoralized with the performance of former Deputy Peterson, and that's why I called him in and suspended him without pay as we were going to move towards termination, and he resigned.
Peterson's lawyer said Israel rushed to judgment in his critique and suspension of the officer. Up next, Afiq Hasham will let us know if the snow will keep on coming.
We'll be right back. I kind of hope.
Can you help me with this? My new dad teaches me all kinds of stuff.
Sure.
He helps me with homework.
That would be 3.6795.
Thanks.
Yep.
He helps me with my decision making.
I wouldn't use this one. Ever.
And he's even teaching me how to drive.
And that's why cars have bumpers.
I'm learning so much.
You don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Thousands of kids in foster care will take you just as you are.
When you're out there, there's no telling what you'll find.
I see it, I see it! Oh, look at you.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org.
The weekend snow is now slush, but does that mean spring is on the horizon? We have Afiq Hasham to clear up some of the uncertainty. Afiq, what do you have for us?
Well, Casey, the snow may be melting, but we're not out of the woods just yet. With lows today of 27, it's going to be a rather chilly and cloudy night. So I suggest that you blank up and snuggle in your blankets tonight and keep yourselves nice and warm. Good news is that across the rest of Washington State, the weather is going to change up quite a bit. As you can see on the west side, we're going to have some warmer temperatures in Seattle with highs of 46 and highs of 46 also in Olympia. And it's also going to be a little bit more wet, so I suggest you prepare your umbrellas as well as your raincoats. In Vancouver, it's going to be a bit of a different situation with clouds giving way to sun. And it's also going to be that way in central Washington, in Wenatchee and Yakima. We're going to have a bit of clouds coming up, but they're going to eventually give way to the sun. As for tomorrow's tomorrow's weather, it's going to be rather cloudy and chilly, much like today's. So again, try to stay inside whenever you can and bundle up nice and warm. Now, approaching our 5-day weather forecast, we're going to start off with a bit of a warmer temperature at 43 degrees, but as we go on along the week, it's going to powder down. And that's all I have today for weather, and we'll be right back after the break.
Don't worry, 74 people were picked before me in the NFL draft.
To fight childhood obesity, United Way and the NFL are helping kids play at least 60 minutes a day.
Okay, time for the team obstacle course. Yay!
What this place needs is more healthy kids. To get involved or donate, go to unitedway.org/play60.
Now I get it.
No more pencils, no more books.
No more teachers, dirty looks.
School's out for summer.
What this place needed was better graduation rates. So we worked with schools like Henry Ford High, and now they're up 18%.
To help us do more good this year, go to unitedway.org, because great things happen when we live united.
In order for community members to help artist Melissa Cole with the creation of a mosaic glass mural at the Moscow Public Library, the Moscow Art Commission and Latah County Library District will hold free mosaic glass workshops. The first workshop will take place March 10th from 10 a.m. until 2 in the afternoon, but spaces are limited to 30 people.
A free mosaic glass shop? That sounds like a really cool thing.
A little bit of fun with that. What do you think, Afiq?
Yeah, I'm surprised it's not more common, actually.
Yeah, we could make some stuff. We could make some nice glass for our cars.
Yeah, I think that's great. No one has ever done that before.
Cruising around town and get some weird looks.
Thank you for watching. Join us every weeknight at 7 and 10 p.m. for Pullman's only nightly newscast.
Have a great night, and don't forget to follow Murrow News 8 on Facebook and Twitter.
Good night, Pullman.
A mosaic.